Hello everybody, my name's Colin Normal and this is Science Club. Hello and welcome to Science Club. Science can be fun. Now then, we've got a lot of experiments today. We've got some experiments involving weight and measurement, some experiments involving fire and use of the Bunsen burner, and some experiments involving sound, and maybe if we're lucky we'll use some fish for another water-based experiment. But firstly we're going to look at memory. So as I was saying, we're going to learn about memory today. Now then, as you all know, memory is like a library in your head of all the information that you receive throughout the days and the weeks and the months and the years. What we need to look at though is how do we retain our memories so that we can tell other people what we have learned. Revision, if you like. So that's the first experiment we're going to look at, and I think we're going to use water to help our memories. As you know, water is a chemical compound of oxygen and hydrogen known as H2O. 2 parts of hydrogen and 1 part of oxygen, and together they form this wonderful life-giving liquid. Now what you may not know is that the liquid of water, when you drink it and when it goes in your body, helps your brain to function even better. So for today's first experiment we're going to be looking at memory, and we're going to be using the following items: water and 2 plastic bags. On with the experiment then. This water represents information, and this plastic bag represents your brain. And what we're going to do today is going to place information into the brain, just like a lesson at school, for example, where the teacher gives you information and you take it into your brain. And watch very carefully what happens to all of the information. As you can see, the information is going into the brain, but some of it leaks out almost instantly. As you can see here, the brain is leaking information all the time, and as over time more information is leaked. Look, there's some information just coming out now. Now I know what you're thinking now. You're thinking, oh dear, I can't keep any information in my brain. Well, you are wrong, my friend, and I'm going to show you how. What we need to do is learn a way of incorporating our memory into the information that we receive with our brains. And what we call this is revision. So on this brain that I prepared earlier, I'm going to pour some very well revised information, and we'll see how much of that leaks out. This time the information has been revised very well, very thoroughly and very hard, and the brain is much more capable of retaining the information. If you like, we've plugged the gaps, and now the water is held. Yes, some information still will leak, but not as much as before. Now you may think that the information you've received today is clearly established in your memory, but no, it isn't. Just like all information, it will leak out, just like it did in the experiment. And that's why I always say, information revised is information retained. Because after all, if you revise, you will succeed, and maybe one day you could be in my shoes presenting popular television programmes like Science Club. As always, thank you for watching Science Club today, and don't forget to tune in next week when we will be using some Smarties, an orange and a Bunsen burner, and we will be discovering the age of the universe. So to recap, what we've learned today is that information revised is information retained. And I think we've had a pretty experimental time learning that. Which just goes to prove what you already knew and what I already knew. That it's a scientific fact that science is fun. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye.